Hello, second graders. I'm here to show you how to make adjective monsters. So by now you already have your black paper and you have written a sentence that uses some adjectives to describe your monster. So my sentence says, "Go away, big, strong, angry, yellow monster." I have 4 adjectives. Some of them describe my monster's personality, and some of my adjectives describe how he looks. So I started with one big shape. So by now you already have the shape of your monster's head, and you've chosen a shape and a color that go well with your adjectives. So I chose a big strong rectangle, and I picked yellow because it seemed like kind of a angry color. So I'm ready to add some shapes. So if you notice on a face, there's always 2 of everything. The 2 sides are the same size and the same shape. So I like to make all of my shapes doubles. So I fold my paper in half. I want to use lots of warm, angry kind of colors to go with my monster. So I'm using orange and red and yellow that are kind of hot colors, like he's all mad. So I want to start by just making, let's see, a rectangle. That should be easy. I'm cutting through both halves of the paper, so now I have 2 matching rectangles. These could make great eyes, they could be eyebrows, they could be lips. I don't know. We'll see what they become. I also want to make some smaller triangles. So see, I can just cut one line, and that became 2 matching triangles. These could make ears, horns, I don't know. I'll keep going. I'll make some circles. And this way I'll have a pair of eyes that are the same size and the same shape, right? But those don't look angry enough. I think I want a real angry shaped eye. So maybe I'll make some strange looking shapes. Maybe some big curves. Oh, this is interesting. You don't have to use geometric shapes. You could use some natural shapes, like, ooh, it's kind of weird. Oh, those will make great horns for him. I think that'll work. So I'm just going to make a bunch of shapes, and then I'll choose what they will become. I'd like to make a big triangle, like this. This could become a very big nose. I don't have to decide yet. I'll just make a bunch of shapes and then start arranging them on the face. Okay, now I have lots of different shapes to choose from to start creating my monster. I'm going to look at pears and start thinking where they might look good. I can change my mind. I made those horns, those are kind of cool. And just start placing things, see what works. You will find that if you layer shapes, you get much more interesting expressions. So I'm putting a shape on top of another shape, and then maybe another shape on top of that. Oh, but you know what? I have some pieces that are too tiny to pick up. I recommend that all of your pieces should be about bigger than your glue cap. When you make itty bitty pieces, it's very difficult to make them. Oh, he's looking kind of angry though. So it's a good idea if your pieces are not too tiny. Eyebrows are a great way to show expression. You can play around with different kinds of eyebrows in different positions. He looks curious. He looks worried. He looks really mad. Oh, what if I switch this and made really big eyebrows? I'm going to try a lot of different combinations to get the right expression on my monster's face. I really want him to have a big nose. And look, you know how when you get really mad, your nostrils start to flare? Oh, look at his nose. He's like, oh, I'm angry. I still need a mouth for him. Maybe this is his mouth down below. It's okay if he goes off of the shape of the head. We can extend that out. Maybe he has eyelids. Ooh, interesting. See, the more I layer shapes, the more interesting my monster becomes. He needs some ears. What shape could his ears be? Maybe he has, oh, just like some lines on the side of his face make him look angrier. You can add some different shapes to make him more interesting. Or maybe they're down here. See how I'm just trying lots of things out to get different combinations? That's interesting. Don't use your first idea. Keep on arranging and adding and moving things around until you're happy with your monster. And then if you're not sure what to do, look back up at your sentence and say, is this showing these adjectives? Is he big? Does he look strong? Does he look angry? And he's still yellow. Yes, okay, my picture matches my adjectives. I'm going to keep working. And just remember, all your pieces should be larger than your glue cap. You want to layer shapes. And then you're ready to start adding some special effects. Okay, here are some tricks to make your adjective monster 3D. You can make a zigzag with paper. You probably know how to fold over, under, over, under, and create a paper that zigs and zags. Over, under, over, under, over. Boing! I could glue on, oh, that makes his eyebrows much angrier. I love it. Or maybe this could be used to make hair. I'm not sure yet what that's going to become. That's interesting. You could also curl your paper if you wanted to make a different kind of expression. All I do is wrap it around a pencil. You have to kind of hold on to the end, get a hold of it, and then wrap it really tight. Tight, tight, tight. Roll that pencil, and it's going to make your paper hold that curly shape. Roll, 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 really tight, really tight, really tight. Boing! Now we've got a spring. Oh, this could be pretty neat too. Maybe we could attach this up in the top of his head and make some crazy hairdos. I don't know. All right, so that was a zigzag and a curl. You can use a tab to make things 3D. This could just be a flat ear, or if I fold a little tab, I can glue the tab so this piece will stand up, make it kind of three-dimensional. So I just glue it on and stick it up like that. So that's how you make a tab. And you might also want a fringe. A fringe is when I cut lots of little slits in, and it's going to make it look fluffy. Once you've cut a fringe with long straight lines into a shape, then you could go back and you could make those fringes zigzag. You could make your fringes curl. You could even add a tab to help make it stick up off the paper a little bit more. So now you're ready to make sure you know exactly where you want your shapes and start to glue them down. When you glue, remember to always put the glue on the shape, then stick it on the black paper. Don't put the glue on your monster, put the glue on the shape, then stick it on. I can't wait to see how your monsters turn out. Let's get started.